Hi, thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to be practicing a restorative practice with a lot of props. So you can get creative with this, but if you have 2 blocks, a bolster, and 2 blankets, we can set you up right away. I'll give you some modifications and some ideas for setting yourself up if you don't have these props. So let's get started. We're going to start with the 2 blocks, setting up our nest, if you will. And we're going to bring the blocks so that one block is at the highest height, and then the next block is going to be at the second highest height. Now we're creating an incline here, so it might be perfect for you right in the middle of your mat, or you might want to move it back a little bit to give yourself a little bit more space. Now, we're going to take our bolster and we're going to lay the bolster so that it's at an incline. Now, if you don't have blocks, you can always take other cushions, or you can roll up blankets or towels to create a little bit of elevation and an incline to rest. And so just enough that the blocks are there to support. You'll notice that I can move this up a little bit for a little bit more support. I could also take and drop this block down if I wanted to have more of an incline, right? So either more upright or a little bit more reclined. Whichever works for you is perfectly fine, just as it is. Now, we're going to come in and we're going to sit with our hips right up next to that recline bolster. And I have 2 blankets today. I'm going to take one of my blankets and I'm going to unfold it, and I'm going to create a tube or just a long blanket fold here. I'm going to take the other blanket, set it to the side, and then I'm going to bring my feet to the earth with my knees up, and I'm going to wrap the blanket over the front and then underneath my ankles. And I'm going to go ahead and come into Baddha Konasana. So feet together, knees out. You can always add blocks underneath your knees to even support yourself more. You can always take and grab a couple more blankets if you'd like to support your palms by putting something underneath your hands to support you. Restorative should be very comfortable. You want to support yourself in any way to feel comfortable and not a lot of sensation. We want to feel, just restful and at ease. Here I've got my ankles covered and my shins protected. I'm going to go ahead and lay back. So for me today, what I wanted to take this blanket and use it to ground over the front of my body. This extra weight just helps me to feel a little bit more connected to the earth. And then I'm going to set my head back, and I'm just going to take a moment to adjust myself, adjust my body. So again, here, if you wanted, you could have blankets underneath your hands so that you could let your hands be really pampered here. You might even grab 2 bolsters and put them under your forearms and raise the forearms up. So there are options here. But wherever you're at, we're just going to take 15 minutes of silence to reset and restore. Taking a deep breath in through the nose. And letting everything go. Just allowing the body to relax with every exhalation. Feel something in the body letting go. Noticing any thoughts, any feelings, any memories or sensations that might be present for you, and simply welcoming them. Soften the face. Allow the eyes to drop back. Allow the cheeks to soften. Slowly bringing movement to the fingers and the toes. And taking a moment to stretch up and back. And then maybe coming back, bringing the props to the side, slowly unwinding. And taking a moment just to the center of the heart, offering gratitude for coming onto your mat today. Thank you so much for sharing your practice. Namaste.